Friday. Hope you got your coffee going in you. We are live here on YouTube and Facebook. We're also live on TikTok. We get the early bird special over on TikTok at 9:30 a.m. and we kick you on at 10 o'clock over on Facebook and YouTube. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope sales are good. Hope you're finding some cool stuff this week. And most of all, I hope you have some cool plans for the weekends. Maybe you're going to kick up your feet and relax a little bit. Or maybe you just got some fun, cool plans. We got some fun, cool plans. It's going to be a busy weekend. I'm going to need like a day off Monday after the weekend, I think. Happy Friday from Connecticut. Nice. What's up, Kate? How are you? we tried to scare you away. That's funny. Hope everybody's good. If you're just jumping in, and I know a lot of people just joined here on TikTok too. Let me know where you're joining from. What's the high temperature in your neck of the woods? What's the weather in your area? Always curious. It is kind of a overcast, kind of semi-gray, but still a little bit bright day here in Asheville. It's warm. Feels like it's already 60 degrees here. Spring, spring, spring. We got Stuart in the house over on Facebook. Welcome back, Stuart. Good to see you. Let's just turn on the let's do the chat overlay today. Let's do it. Stuart is in the house. Best time of the day. What's up, Stuart? You're super kind. Super kind, Stuart. Sunny in Cincy, 66 and sunny. Leah, nice. Kate's got sunshine. Ontario, Canada is in the house. Joanne, we got a few. We got some Ontario in the house. Tina's Ontario too, I believe. Texas here, already hot. I believe it. 78 is the high up in Ontario. Rainy in mid-60s in Chicagoland. 83 in Sarasota. 69 in Detroit, Michigan, and overcast. Boy, that's interesting. It's like basically 70 degrees and overcast in Michigan today. It's 89 in St. Pete today. I bet it hits 90. Yikes. Yeah, if it's already 89, holy, that's warm. Have my coffee, driving to see my mom for Mother's Day. Life is good. We're going to go see my mother-in-law this weekend for Mother's Day. We've got a little Mother's Day brunch at my brother-in-law's tomorrow. Everyone, thank you for the rose. That's kind of you. Blue sky in 80s in Florida. Chris's team question mark. I'm not sure I catch. I don't know what's that mean. I don't know, Aaron. Sorry. Overcast and humid, 71 in Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, it's definitely humid here too in Asheville. That seems to be a theme. 55 and rainy in North Dakota. Brown girl, good morning. Stuart, oh, we got another book from Stuart in the chat. Stuart says, so I've sold 14 things on Poshmark already in a week. That's sick. Also had someone have a 6-item bundle on Poshmark. It was £8, so I had to change the shipping and lost more profit. Why didn't Poshmark change that for me and charge the buyer correctly? Poshmark doesn't know the weight of all those items and stuff, so I don't know that there would be any way for them to do that. Their contract with yeah, so I think that's your answer. But that's still cool that you had a 6-item bundle over on Poshmark. That's awesome. Yeah, so you had to pay an extra $4.50 per pound for that stuff. But now you know, Stuart, right? That happens once. You got one bundle, you went over the 5 pounds. It's hard to know like all the little nuts and bolts of every single platform on right away. So in your first couple of weeks of Poshmark, right, you're probably crushing most things and you're figuring it out. But there's always going to be things that you're going to have to figure out as you go. So I'm sorry that ate into your profit, but that's an awesome to get a 6-item bundle on Poshmark. How cool. How easy is that, the way they do bundles and stuff on Poshmark, as opposed to eBay, who still can't figure it out? Thank you for the roses, Erlen. You're awesome. Appreciate you so much. Currently 73 degrees, high of 86 and 60% humidity. Yeah, that's humid. Sweaty weather right there. 82 high in Nashville. Holy Toledo. It's funny how it works up there, right? In the north, it's like winter until it's summer, right? There's no in between. You go from like 35 degrees to 82 degrees. I'm guessing that's probably what happened this year up there too. 71 in Chattanooga. How funny is that? It's warmer in Nashua, New Hampshire than it is in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's supposed to rain. Are we getting rain here too? I bet so. You have similar weather. No, you didn't do anything wrong, Stuart. You did it right. You just got to know that when you have a big bundle, you got to factor into your mental gymnastics, your mental math, right? Oh, this is going to go over 5 pounds. So on this offer, I have to make sure that I have to calculate for that extra $4.50 per pound if it goes over that 5 pounds. But now you know. It ate into some of your profit on that first bundle, but moving forward, now you'll know. Yep, that's how it is here in Chicago. I believe that. It says Chris at Peak Team. It's a membership. I don't know what you're referring to. What says Chris at Peak Team? Is there something I'm not seeing? The Lucky Moose used to be Bugaboo Creek off exit 6. Okay, I remember when it was Bugaboo Creek. Lucky Moose must have been since I moved. I moved from New Hampshire in 2012. So it's been almost exactly 11 years because we moved June 1st, basically, or May 30th is when we left. So we're basically coming up on our that's crazy to me, right? On our 11-year anniversary of moving. I still remember moving day. It was raining cats and dogs on moving day, by the way. I saw that team too. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean. I'm honest with, I don't know. What is Chris at Peak Team? I don't get it. It's a membership. I don't have anything like that. I don't have a team. Y'all are my team. That's it. I don't know what TikTok's talking about. Stuart, I'm glad you're getting really big sales already on Poshmark. That's awesome, man. That's super cool. I'm glad that you took that leap of faith and went and started cross-listing and trying some new platforms. I love that you're getting rewarded that quickly. 14 things on Poshmark already in a week is sick. Team subscription, you must have changed the settings or something. No, I don't mess with the settings because I just assume that I'll break something. So I don't mess with that. I don't have any to team subscriptions. I don't have any subscriptions. I don't want to take any of your money for some subscriptions. So if there's some kind of subscription, don't do it because I don't know what it is. And I don't want any. No, I don't know what it is. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Good morning, Stephanie. Hope you're well. Sister Stephanie's in the chat. It's early in Arizona. What's the weather like in Arizona? I canceled Depop. I hate the 4-picture thing. I thought Depop changed it to 8 pictures. Somebody told me that. I thought they changed it. I'll send you the screen. Okay, thank you for that. Good morning, Gigi. Maybe it's on my screen too. I just have the big chat up. Live match. No, I don't see anything. I am the first member. No. It's a new TikTok thing when you click on your profile. Oh no. Did it charge you money, Erlen? When you join this team thing? Oh my gosh, what is this? I'm gonna have to look this up. It's on your TikTok. Good morning, language lady. It's gonna be 83 today in Arizona. 51 overnight. Okay. It's a pretty big, it's like a 30-something degree swing. That's classic sort of desert-like swings. It was a coin. Good morning. Evie, good morning. Welcome. Welcome. We got some orders to ship out. Not many. We got 3, but we love every one of them. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate the hearts. That's really cool. Became the number 3 member of the team. What is this team thing? What are you joining? How is this happening? Is this doesn't cost money, does it? It was a coin. I joined. What is it? Tina, did it ask you for money or anything? Now I'm concerned. I didn't change any settings. I didn't set anything up. I never even heard of it. I'm gonna have to Google it. Google it on here. What's it called? TikTok Team? Let's see. Nothing pops up in Google. Nope. Sent 1 heart. I joined, sent 1 heart. Goals. Watch alive for some long. I wish I could send you the screenshot. Chris, I think you mean subscribers. No, I don't want subscribers. Because that charges you money. It's just 1 coin and it's like saying, oh, okay. All right, I guess there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing when I Google it. It's called TikTok Team. Is that the words or what is this? Try to get a screenshot. Okay. It's hot during the day, chilly overnight. Yeah, that's desert stuff for you. Just means the animals cuddle closer for sleeping time. I like it. Did you click on it? There's a button team when you click on your name. Yes, it charges you. Oh, I don't like the sounds of that. I don't think. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you all what to do, but I did not set that thing up and I don't know what it is. And I didn't see anything new when I don't see anything on my side, by the way. And I didn't see anything new like when I started the live today. And I did 3 freaking lives yesterday. Three lives yesterday. So it wasn't there yesterday. Only 1 coin. Okay. I'm back. Had to go do some adulting. I get it. Where can I send you the screenshot? It looks legit. Oh, I'm sure it's legit. I just don't want to, I just don't know what it is. Shouldn't they tell me like if they're going to change something? I don't know. I guess it's their program that we're on, but it's new today. Okay. I wish they gave me like some sort of notification or if they let me change it. It's a subscription. It's a subscription. It's just a change to team. Okay. I wonder if somebody else is going to log into my other account for TikTok and see. If you're not following me on my other account on TikTok, it's Peak Eats is the name, Peakeatats. You can follow me on there. That's where I put more like lifestyle stuff, life in Asheville, hiking, skiing, eating out, coffee, that kind of crap. When you click on your name, a window pops up and it reads team with a heart next to it. Okay. So I'm going to go on my other account and I'm going to see if anyone else is live that I follow and see if I can see it. Of course, nobody else is live that I follow right now. Wait, I can go into my own live. This will be weird. Right? Will that let me? Yep, I'm watching my own live. This is weird. Okay. So there's a team. Where is this then? It's just a reward program to keep you interactive. When you click on your name, a window pops up. Okay, let me try that. Oh, I see a heart thing. You're right. That's why TikTok is sketchy. Stuart's saying that TikTok is sketchy. Meanwhile, he's on Facebook. If you want to talk about sketchy. All right. So I clicked on my name. Good morning from Texas. Darla's in the house. We're trying to figure out this new thing. Teams thing on TikTok. My live is frozen. When I clicked on that thing, it froze. It's weird to watch your own live on while you're live. Thank you for the TikTok logo. Appreciate that, Tina. Good morning, Mom of Havoc, back from more. Thank you for the heart thing. That's awesome. Yeah, every time I go to log into my live on my other account, it's just freezing. It's like it doesn't want me to solve this problem. Yeah, I can't watch. It won't let me. It's just freezing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that thing is. If you want to do it, do it. Y'all TikTokers need to come to Facebook with me and Stuart. I'll be honest with you. I'm here on Facebook. They're probably listening to everything I say, but Facebook and I have, we just don't get along. Their customer service is among the worst customer service of anything that I've ever experienced on the planet. And that's been consistent over years. It stinks with Facebook Marketplace. It stinks with any of the creator stuff with Facebook. Just everything with them is a train wreck. They take forever to get back to me on things. The people who respond to me have a PhD in stupid. I mean, they just don't care over there at Facebook. And they're selling all your data anyway. Everyone's so worried. All these politicians are worried that TikTok's selling your data or like giving away your data. It's like Facebook's like literally like they've been caught selling it. Like it's not like a new thing. At least the politicians who talk about it, at least they're on the dole. At least they're getting some money from Facebook and the Facebook lobby. At least they're getting financial incentive to lie about it. I'll tell you how I really feel. All these politicians like freaking out about TikTok. They're funny, but they're just not being honest with you. They're on the dole. They're getting money from Meta. Meta's just trying to stomp out TikTok because TikTok is blowing their doors off when it comes to content and stuff. Love those PhDs. I think you can just buy those. No schooling. Exactly. You can get those from that old Trump school. It's a PhD in stupid from that Trump university. you can take that as a political comment, but it's not. He's already gotten big trouble for what he did with the Trump University. So that has nothing to do with politics. That's just calling a business a sham, which it was. Actually, Facebook has a current lawsuit for selling people's data. Exactly. This is not a political comment. That's a business comment. That business was a sham. You already got in trouble for it. No, it's nothing politics. You won't hear anything. I won't say anything about political parties or candidates. I'm just saying that business was a sham business. That's fact. I mean, that's been established, long established. That's why they bash on the TikTok. Yeah. Facebook is a train wreck. It is. It's a technological train wreck. It's kind of like eBay. I don't talk politics, Stuart. It's a rule. I don't even care about them. But that Trump University was a sham. All right, let's ship some orders. How about that? Let's do that. We got 3 orders on Poshmark. Poshmark is the easiest platform to ship on, which is great for beginners, people who are just getting started in reselling. Poshmark is awesome because it's easy to ship. And guess what? It's great for OGs too, because we like free shipping too, or easy shipping. I shouldn't say free shipping. We like easy shipping too. It's not just for the new folks, but what an easy way to get started on Poshmark, just because the listing is easy and the shipping is really easy. The social part's a little wonky, but you can get bots for that. But the shipping. And what do you think, Stuart, about the shipping on Poshmark? You're new to Poshmark. What are your thoughts on it? Freaking super easy, in my opinion. I want to make sure I got something right here before I proceed. I want to make sure this Vineyard Vines is going to the right person. Kind of screwed up the bin thing there, so. All right. It's funny to see people. Yeah, nobody's harassing me, though. Nobody's harassing me. People know better. People don't sass the beard. We don't do politics here. No, I just don't want to. There's other places you can go and talk to about politics. This is just not one of those places. There's a way to download all your shipping labels in bulk. I forget how to do it, just because the way I do it on here is I just do one order at a time, but there's a way to do it in bulk. I just forget. You could probably Google that. I started on eBay, but with listing limits, went to Posh, and it's been great. Nice. Typically with the eBay, by the way, you can get those listing limits removed. Once you get like a couple of like positive feedbacks from completed sales, you can call up eBay and get those listing limits removed. That being said, I like your decision to go over to Posh too, because I think there's some real pluses to that. Is your microphone working? Seems quiet today. Yeah, I think the microphone's working. Maybe I'm just talking quiet today. Finally moved up to 125 listings. Nice. There you go. Mic is fine here. Okay. Oh, you know what it is? Erlen, there's 2 buttons on the side of your phone. Push the top one. Like hit it like 3 or 4 times. You'll be good. See, everyone says it's fine. Erlen, top button. A couple times. You'll be good. All right. What the heck? So Ryan is getting that one. Okay, cool. We got this all sorted out. Just wanted to double check to make sure I wasn't shipping the wrong item to the wrong customer. So our first item going out the door is this Peter Millar. It's an older Peter Millar tag. If you look at on the top here, it's got polyester and spandex blends. So that's what that is. It also says Crown Sport. If I pull that down a little bit, you can see Crown Sport. That's the model. So this is a long sleeve button down shirt, very lightweight, very breathable. It's kind of like a summer comfort shirt. But the model is Crown Sport. All 3 items that we're going to ship on Poshmark today are going to go in these Tyvek bags. These are free at USPS.com. It's called Tyvek bag. These are not flat rate. You can use them. They ship based on weight and distance. But in this case, Poshmark is flat rate shipping. That's what their deal is with USPS. It's an awesome deal. great for new sellers. It's great for everybody. It's just easy. You can use any USPS branded packaging for these orders. You can use anything. You could use your poly bags if you want to that don't have USPS, but you can use the USPS ones, which are free. So why not use those? My poly bags cost me about 6 cents a piece. So by shipping this in, it's free USPS branded stuff. It saves me 6 cents every time. Why not? Really appreciate it after figuring out eBay. Yeah. Yeah, it's because learning the shipping on eBay is just, it's just a steeper learning curve. There's just more to figure out. You can do it. Anyone can figure it out. But I love that Poshmark is easy as you're learning, but it's also nice when you kind of already learned. It's nice when you're established because it just takes a little bit less time. I don't have to weigh items and stuff like that. And I can use these free USPS branded things. Of course, these USPS branded ones, I got a bad batch, so it's like 1 out of every 3 is split. So there's our split one for today. Hopefully that's the only one. This one's solid. Recommends for what to order from USPS. I ship clothing. I'll tell you a few items that I always have. I have a lot of stuff because I ship all kinds of different things, but I use these Tyvek envelopes probably the most frequently. I use the padded flat rate envelopes very frequently too. That's probably my second most common used package. I also use the 1092 box, the 1095 box, the 1097 box, the box 4, and the box 7 all the time. I use medium flat rate boxes pretty frequently, and I'm just looking behind you. And I use the USPS shoebox, the priority shoebox, quite often too. So there's your list. I lied when I said the last question. Why would you lie? It's not nice. Just got my bags today. Thanks for mentioning those last week. Yeah. You were using your quiet, smooth jams radio voice today. Nice. That's probably just my energy today. I slept well last night. Maybe that's it. Sold in less. Have you heard of a brand Under the Hood, a great streetwear brand that sells? Nice. Sold one in under 24 hours. I haven't heard of that one. I'll keep my eye out for it. I love streetwear. Oh, crap. Did I send that to the wrong person? Where'd my Poshmark tab go? Why would you lie, Golf Girl? That's not nice. Now I'm confused. I don't know what you're trying to say. I'm all kinds of confused now. Our next order is going out to Badatunde. What a cool name. Badatunde. Thanks for your order. This is this TJ Maxx retail arbitrage purchase. This is a polo Ralph Lauren, brand new with tags. Really nice. Look at the color blocking on this thing. And it's plaid with color block. Never seen a shirt like this. I think I was the only one listed on eBay when I first listed this. That might have changed, but I'm going to show you the negotiations from the shirt. This person really wanted to get this shirt cheaper, but they realized they couldn't, and they just decided like they really want the shirt, whatever it costs. So they still get a good deal. The MSRP on this is $125. So all I'm doing is cutting off the TJ Maxx tag that said $39.99 on it. I'm going to leave on the manufacturer tag that has the original MSRP of $125. What was your profit on the Peter Millar? I'll do all the profits. Like we'll go through the spreadsheet all at one time. Just to make it nice and simple since it's only 3 orders. We'll recap the dollars at the end. Good question. That looks cool. Yeah. I promised I was done asking questions. Keep bringing the questions. That's why I'm doing this. I know how to ship, so I'm not doing this to teach myself how to ship. I'm doing it to share little tips and tricks with y'all. All right, so this is going out to Babatunde, who was a fierce negotiator. But Babatunde ran into a buzzsaw. I appreciate people trying to get the best deal. doesn't bother me one bit when people negotiate, and they negotiate hard. Have you moved to one shop? I've been using one shop for a year and a half, but if you're asking about if I've moved away from Vendu just to one shop, no. I haven't really done any research on that yet. I just haven't had time. But I am curious about it. Is that an $89 polo shirt? Yep, this one sold for $89 by our paid shipping. Good morning. Dustin Hughes is in the house. Glad you're here. What was your profit on the... Oh, we already answered that question. What are doing the same thing, getting best price? We are doing the same thing, getting... Yep, that's true. Yep, that's very true. Yeah, I mean, I posted 2 videos in the past week about me going to garage sales and negotiating to try to get a better price. So I can't get mad at people for negotiating with me when that's what I do. I wish I could negotiate at a thrift store. That'd be cool. That would be really cool. All right, 2 orders out the door. This next one's going to Andrew. I'm just going to double check this before I screw this up. So yeah, Andrew is getting this shirt. For some reason, I was just concerned that I was... Oh wait, no. I did screw it up. Huh. Told you I felt like I was doing something wrong. So Ryan's getting the Edgartown polo, and Andrew I'm all turned around today. Andrew is getting this one. That's what I get for walking and chewing gum here. Could have just put the label on it, but you know what? I put the wrong freaking... I want to have the wrong thank you card in there. That's stupid. I'll get this right. I negotiate with Goodwill all the time. They have prices on every item in the set, and I'm like, I'll just pay $2.99 for the set piece together. Since I'm like, oh yeah, my Goodwills will not play that way. There is no changing from whatever the price is. If I said anything like I hear people trying to do that, and they're like absolutely not. They're like, the price is the price. Like they do not play. Like somebody will find an item and it will have a stain on it or something, and the person will be like, hey, this has a stain on it. Will you do it for less? And the person's like, I'm not allowed to change the prices. They're like, the price is the price. And they're like, well, but it's got a stain or this and that. And they're like, nope. And then the person will like demand to talk to the manager. The manager will come out. And the manager's like, nope, price is the price. Which makes no sense to me, but they should be in the business of moving items, not the business of holding out for the best offer. Especially since my Goodwills don't do sales. So that flawed item that nobody wants is sitting there for 6 weeks. All right, Andrew's getting the right shirt this time. There we go. And now Ryan's going to get the right shirt. Next order is a Vineyard Vines Edgartown polo. This is a long sleeve polo. Sold for best offer of $20 on Poshmark. It's going to Ryan. Ryan, thanks for your order. I think you're going to like this shirt. This is shipping out today on Friday. It's going to get to Ryan. He's in Ohio. We'll probably get this item on Monday. So just in time for him to wash this shirt up. And I'd say this is a good shirt to go. He's going to go to like maybe like a pretty informal, what do you call those things? Like a rehearsal dinner next Friday. He's going to be rocking this shirt. Kind of semi-formal, long sleeve, but polo. And it's going to be in the South too, so it's going to be like more appropriate to kind of wear the polo style down here in the South. You could have a nice time at the rehearsal dinner. Another one of these. Got a bad bag of these. There we go. He's going to have a great time. People are going to be like, dude, that is a nice shirt. So, yeah, I got a great deal on it on Poshmark. Guy shipped it super fast. He put a nice thank you note in there and everything. That's what's going to happen. I like how you tell stories about your items. It's like what I do with people in the airport. Yeah, the airport stories are kind of fun. That'd be cool. You tried Auto Posh. They have a feature that delist and relist your closet. Dustin, I use One Shop. I've been using One Shop for a year and a half. But everybody wants to talk about bots over the last week and a half. Going up to Ryan. Ryan is in Powell, Ohio. 3 orders out the door. That was eventful. But we did it. We made it. I'm glad you're looking into bots for your business, Dustin. I think that's a smart move. I use One Shop. Gonna start bringing a Sharp with me to, like your buddy from yesterday, get myself a discount. Yeah, he didn't actually bring a Sharpie with him. He just we joked about that. I think you're joking too, but just want to be clear, we were not doing anything shady at the stores yesterday. That is not the type of dude. Not the type of dude that he is. You're incredibly humble with your approach to viewers, very different from others, kind, thoughtful, never come across as knowing it all. I try, I don't know. I think sometimes I come across as a know-it-all, but I don't mean to. I'm just on here to help. I'm not on here to flex, but I appreciate you. I do appreciate your kind comment for sure. I do sometimes at the first Salvation Army. Okay, Eric does negotiate. Sometimes that's Salvation Army. Cool, good to know. I work close to Powell and I'm Ryan, but it's not my order. Ohio guy, thank you so much for your order. I think you're really going to love that Edgartown polo shirt. So thanks for supporting our small business here. Thank you, South Texas Resell, for the cowboy howdy partner. Really appreciate that. That's super cool. My sister Stephanie's in the chat over on YouTube, says my bro is definitely a know-it-all. So there you have it. If she don't know, I don't know who knows. If she don't know, I don't know who knows. Tell us about One Shop. What all does it do? So for me, for One Shop, it takes care of all my sharing over on Poshmark. So it does all the sharing, it does all the auto follows and all that stuff. It's an app. It runs on my phone. It runs in the background. I never have to do anything with it. It just takes care of all that social part that most people don't really care for about Poshmark. So it shares my items to parties. It shares my items to followers. It automatically follows people. It automatically follows people back. It shares things from other people's closets too, which then encourages those people to then in return share stuff from my closet. Yeah, it just does all the social stuff for me. So you can also delist and relist on Poshmark if you want to use it for that. But I use Vendu to do that because I don't want to break the links in my cross-listing software for, I think, reasons that are fairly clear. But if you have questions about that, let me know. And now Stephanie's sort of walking back that comment and saying, we love him for it. He's why I'm smart. Yeah. Did you just compliment yourself out of that? I thought you were walking it back and calling me smart, but you're actually, You're just doubling down. I like that. It shared from my closet yesterday. My bot shared from your closet. Yeah, my bot works hard. My bot works hard. I'm not a reseller. I watch you and KWay because you guys have a positive, informative attitude. Miss Blaylock, I really appreciate you being here. The name of the app is One Shop, ONE Shop, SHOP, One Shop. I have it linked up in my profile if you want to check it out. I've not really talked about it much because nobody has ever really cared about bots. So I haven't talked about it much, but it's linked in my profile now. If everyone's asking about bots and stuff so the other day I just added it to my profile. I think you get $10 off if you use the link in my profile. But make a good decision for your business. Don't do what I do or what anybody else says. Check, read about the bots, see the reviews on them, see what you think. I started using AutoPosh on Monday. It's doubled my sales already. Sick. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. I use AutoPosh to periodically make comments on your lives. Yeah. Oh man, y'all are funny. I have about 10 items, mostly from my own closet, but a couple Tommy Bahamas. See more. Okay, I'm waiting. I think this is a novel, chapter 1 from Laura. I should start drinking coffee again. There you go. You don't drink coffee? Oh yeah, you drink like all those energy drinks, right? You're on that energy drink train. Mostly from my own closet, but a couple Tommy Bahamas. What's a good amount to start? Laura, what's a good amount of what to start? Yeah, no book. That's funny. What's a good amount of what to start? I'm sorry. I'm not sure I get the question. Sounds like you're getting started. You got 10 items listed. They're mostly from your closet. What's a good amount to start? What's that mean? Energy drink and vitamin water. Yeah. That's Eric's killer combo. Energy drink, sugar-free vitamin water with the energy drink. Items. Oh, start with the amount that you have. Yeah, there's no magic number. So you have 10. So my challenge would be to go find 2 more at the thrift store this weekend, right? And get it up to 12. Yeah, there's no like right number. Just start where you're at and go from there. Yeah. Should I change my username to my store name? Would that get me business synergy? Maybe. I don't know, AWM. I don't think it matters. But you do whatever feels good. I think that's important, right? Do what feels good to you. Sometimes there's a bunch of right ways to do things. Sometimes just do the thing that vibes right with you. Can you find me medium women's long sleeve flannels? I'll pay the extra sister tax too. Yeah, I'll double the price for you. We'll see. I don't really shop much in the women's section, but if I happen to come across medium long sleeve flannels, I'll bring them your way. I just don't know enough about women's clothes to really spend enough time in the women's section. It's just really not my thing. But I do pick up flannels when they pop up in the men's section of the women's sometimes. So I'll keep an eye out for you. Are you Chris at peak on eBay? Yeah. Maybe I'm over anxious. I've had only one sale in about 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, but you only have 10 items listed. So typically I tell people if you're doing everything right, if you're taking photos that are better than your competition, you're putting measurements in your listing, you're buying items that are in demand, and you're listing those items at a competitive price. If you're doing all those things, you're probably going to average maybe 1% of your inventory selling per day. And it might be more like 0.75, but 1% is an easier number to calculate. So if you have 10 items, then that means that you're going to sell 0.1 item per day. So you're not going to have a sale every day. And you wouldn't even have enough items to sell every day, right? Because if you had 10 items and you sold 1 item a day, you'd be out of items in 10 days. You know what I mean? So think of it that way. So people ask me, what's it going to take for me to get to average 1 sale per day? I'm like, well, to average 1 sale per day, you probably need to have 100 items in your store with good photos, with measurements, and priced right, that are items that are in demand. Oh yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, DD. I'm back. Did you miss me? I missed you terribly. You don't see the tears on my face because I'm out of tears. There's just been so many. I'm just out. They don't have to be special. Gotcha. Yeah. I'll look. I'll keep an eye out for you. Medium flannels. I just I don't put my hands on too many women's shirts too often. The women's section's intimidating to me. You're the best. Thanks for all your help. Appreciate it, Laura. I hope that helps. And I don't share that like 1% thing to intimidate, more to just inform. I'm so sorry. I never meant, you always mean to make me cry, Trisha. I never put my hands on a woman's clothes. That's right. Don't get weird, AWM, okay? Don't get weird, brother. I know that's not an easy thing for you. The new French press is awesome. It is awesome. We'll ask Kim. He's the one who uses it. Kim, Gigi wants to know how's the new French press?
Great.
Yeah? Better than the other one?
Yeah.
How long does it keep the coffee hot after you brew it?
A
Couple hours. She said it keeps it hot after it's brewed, so there you go. Yeah, Coffee Gator. I'll probably link it in my profile. Now that we've been using it for about a week. But the Kim's, yeah. You say it, Trish. That's fine. He's your buddy. Yeah, I'll probably link it up in the profile because I like it. And for us, that now it'll be like one press for everything because we can take that camping and stuff and it won't break when we drop it because we've done that before, or when it blows over. I think the band album is called El Camino. I think you are correct. Poshmark, none with measurements. Oh, Abby, it's amazing how many people don't include measurements. Listing a dress today listed. So yeah, it's wild to me that people don't put measurements. So not putting measurements is objectively faster, right? Like you could list if you just skip a whole step and don't measure and then don't enter those measurements into your listings, it'll save you time. But I don't think it'll save you time because you'll have a higher return rate. So then you have to deal with like getting the items back, unpackaging them, refolding them, relisting them, and then shipping them out all over again. So I feel like the time that you think that you're saving by not measuring items, I think you lose that time later on with higher returns, and that's a pain in the butt, and you're coughing up shipping and stuff like that too. So yeah. My old stuff doesn't have measurements and I haven't pulled out to redo. I get that. I have old photos from like 2019 and even 2020. Some of my photos weren't that great. And I just haven't bothered pulling them out to rephoto them. I'm just like, hopefully they'll freaking sell without me having to go through this rigmarole all over again. Hopefully my measurements, competitive prices help my dress sell. I think it will. Can you give us a net on today's shirts? Yeah. Sorry. We'll go over that stuff. Appreciate that reminder, Evelyn. All right, so 3 sales today. The first one was that Peter Millar Crown Sport. So long sleeve polyester spandex blends, kind of a cool piece. Took 170 days to sell. I picked it up on November the 22nd when I was down in Florida visiting the fam. That was at the Goodwill in Wesley Chapel. I spent $6 for it. It sold for $24 on Poshmark. That was full asking price. I don't remember. That might have been an offer. So after fees, I made a profit of $13.20. After cost of goods, fees, there's no shipping cost for me on Poshmark, but after everything, $13.20. The next sale was that new tags Polo Ralph Lauren, that really cool like color block shirt with the plaid. It was a size large. I paid, including sales tax here in North Carolina, I paid $42.79. It was $39.99 at TJ Maxx. But with the sales tax, $42.79. Sold on Poshmark for a best offer of $89. Left me with a profit of $28.41. So I spent $42.79. My profit at the end of the day after everything was $28.41. And then the final item was that Vineyard Vines Edgartown polo. It was a long sleeve polo. Nice little stripe job on that. Cotton poly blend, cotton spandex blend on that. Sold for best offer of $20 on Poshmark. I went back and forth with that buyer too. Settled at $20 and ended up making an $11 profit after the Poshmark fees on that. So I'll mark these as shipped in my spreadsheet. Stay organized here. I'm going to show you a couple of negotiations just because I try to show you as much as I possibly can about what's going on with the business here. So this is an interesting one. Will it show me the negotiation? I think I can still look at it. Yep. Here it is. So this is fun. This is actually really fun. I guess we'll go Facebook and Facebook first here, Facebook and YouTube. So you can see the item was listed at $94 at the top. The opening offer was 40. I countered 89. I went down $5. Next offer comes in at 50. I countered at $89. Next offer comes in at 60. They canceled the $60 offer. That's weird. And went up to 70. So 40, 50, 60, 70. And I countered at $89. And then they offered $80 and I countered at $89 and they accepted. Again, I'll just show it to you over here too. So basically 80 listed at 94, opening offer 40, then 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And my counter offer every time was 89. They accepted at 89. So I knew that there wasn't another one listed on Poshmark. So I knew if that buyer wanted to buy that item, they were either going to pay $125 for it at a retail store if they found it. It's not a really common shirt, but they're going to pay $125 for it if they found it, or they're going to buy it from me for $89 plus the $7.99 Poshmark shipping. So that was my bet that, hey, if you want this shirt, I'm the only one who's got it. Come and get it. And he came and got it. So Wade was watching deer today and wasn't coming when called. He's such a butt sometimes. Oh, you dog, Wade. That's funny. Mercari won't let me post any more things unless I sell one item. Been sending stupid discounts just to get that one sale. Oh, yeah. I remember that whole thing, that rigmarole. You'll get that one sale. I think I'm going to start adding a few higher end options to my inventory each month by retail arbitrage. Cool. I like it. Mind sharing your average cost of goods? Yeah, it's kind of a misleading number because I do a few different things. I do the retail arbitrage where I have really high price items, and then I do thrift items, which are a whole bunch of $5 items. So the average is kind of not going to be the most helpful number. I think the median is probably the most helpful number. The median for me would be $5. So there's your answer there, $5. But the average, we'll look at it. I just don't think it's going to be your best number here, but let's see. The average is $8.63 on the year, $8.63. But again, there's a lot of like that shirt I paid $40 for, right? So there's going to be like a lot of high outliers kind of built into that, like $40 or $50 ones that kind of bring that average up. But the median is $5. So there you have it. Where do you shop for a retail arbitrage? Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Sierra Trading Post, Belk's, Nordstrom Rack, Evo. I think that's it. I might be missing one. So arbitrage is defined as either is finding market inefficiencies, right? So arbitrage is buying something on one market where it has less value and selling it on another market where it has more value. That's the idea of doing arbitrage. So retail arbitrage means buying it from retail, finding that market inefficiency and putting it on another market where you can get more money for it. So for example, TJ Maxx, they put those polo shirts for sale in their store at $39, right? And they're hoping that somebody comes and buys those shirts. But the only people that can come and buy those shirts are the people who walk into that store and happen to be interested in that. I buy them from them and I say, I can sell these for more like $89 online. So I bring them home and I list them on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, Grailed, and Facebook Marketplace. And I'm like, I'm reaching now millions of people who can search for that shirt and find it and then come and buy it, right? So that's just finding that market inefficiency. I add a different level of efficiency and my shoppers get it delivered right to their front door rather than having to go to the store. So that convenience factor too. So that's arbitrage and that's retail arbitrage, sourcing it from retail. Same thing like thrift stores is a market inefficiency. It's only the couple hundred people who come through the door can come on any given day, can buy that shirt from that store at $5. They have to keep the prices low because they just don't have enough foot traffic in there. And it's just a limited amount of people coming through the front door. Market inefficiency. I recognize that inefficiency. You recognize that inefficiency. We buy that item and then bring it home and put it on all these platforms where people can order it and have it shipped straight to their front door. They don't want to go to the thrift store. They don't want to travel. Maybe they live in Atlanta, Georgia. They don't want to drive 3.5 hours to Asheville to go to that thrift store to buy it for $5. They're like, that doesn't make sense. Why don't I buy it for $25 on Poshmark, have it shipped to my front door? Done. How long did the Ralph Lauren take to sell? 44 days. And I have 3 of those. So that was the first one to sell. 44 days. It's kind of more of like a fall kind of colorway. Do you know if Nordstrom Rack has some sort of annual or semi-annual sale? I do not have much luck there for eBay or Amazon. They do. There are sales, like big sales. I just don't, if you ask me when they were, Travis George, I just don't know when they are. But yes, they do. They do have these periodic. I don't know if they're annual or semi-annual, but there's like big sales where they do these like really heavy markdowns. I just don't know where they are. Yellow tag sale. Yeah, I just don't know when they are. In general, how long do your items take to sell? On average, 70 to 80 days. Good morning, Posh TLC. Yeah, not bad at all. I don't mind having retail arbitrage is a different game, right? Because I bought those 3 shirts. So each of those shirts is $42.79 after sales tax. So that right there ties up 42 times 3. That ties up 126, 127, about $128 of my money is tied up then, right? So I have capital that I could be using to do other things with that capital. I could be investing that money in the market. I could be using it to buy real estate, whatever. I could buy a treasury bond, and get some close to 4% right now. So I am tying up capital by doing that. I'm tying up $128. And of course, $128 isn't that big of a deal, but sometimes I'll do retail arbitrage where I spend $1,000 and I'm tying up a lot of money. That's money that could be used to make money in other ways. So there's some negatives to it and there's some risk involved because now it's like $128 or $1,000 that I may or may not sell those items, right? So you have to be confident, and confident comes from research and experience. You have to be confident that you're going to be able to sell those items if you're going to tie up that kind of capital and use that kind of opportunity cost and take on that kind of risk. If you buy 10 shirts at a thrift store for $5 a piece and you have $50, it's not a ton of risk right there. And your risk is spread out across 10 one-off, very different items. Like 8 of them are going to sell. Maybe you screwed up on freaking 2 of them, whatever. You probably still made a lot of money off them. Even if the 2 of them, you have to lower the price really aggressively to liquidate it. But retail arbitrage a little different, because typically I'm buying like 3 of the same items or 7 of the same items, paying something like $20, $30, $40 a piece, sometimes $50 a piece, right? And yeah, there's just more risk to tying up more capital and all that. So I would do more of it actually, because at this point I've learned the retail arbitrage game. I'm not perfect with it, but I'm more confident in what I'm buying. I would do a lot more of it. I'm having a hard time lately finding stuff that's cheap enough to make the deals make sense for me. So, but I love doing it because especially online retail arbitrage, because I don't have to leave the house to source. I can source sitting on the couch and have that stuff show up at my front door, list it. And usually it's multi-quantity listings. So one listing, 7 items. That's really easy time for me. Like I literally just have to take photos of one item, set the quantity to 7, measure one item, set the quantity to 7, and then go back and sit on the couch again. So, and it really all comes down to like getting back on the couch, right? So yeah, I would love to do more retail arbitrage. I just don't as consistently find retail arbitrage or online arbitrage deals like I have at different times. It was really tough in like 2020, 2021, a lot of 2022, honestly. It got a little bit better late in 2022. But retail arbitrage is tough. It's tough, I'll just say that. I like doing it though. I would do more if I could. I don't mind tying up some cash because I've been doing this business for almost 5 years now. So I have a business bank account that's specifically dedicated to this kind of stuff. It allows me to go take these calculated risks. I did my biggest retail arbitrage buy in the last few months was $1,000 purchase at TJ Maxx. I bought all those puffer vests. I bought some other stuff that hasn't sold, some polo pants, which were probably not a great buy. I'll probably have to liquidate those. What else did I buy? I forget. But most of it was those puffer jackets. I spent $50, puffer vests, I should say. I spent $50 a piece on those. And they all except for one, have sold for over $100. I still have one left over. It's a size small, but it'll sell. I'm not worried about it. I already made all my money back on that deal in a whole bunch of profit. So I'm fine with having one $50 vest sit in there until it sells. That's fine. Mac, good morning. Yeah, I don't know why you would threaten me with a position like that. It's terrible. I would never do anything like that. Yeah, RA can sometimes get flooded. That's the thing with RA too. And we can get as deep into RA as you want to um, with this conversation, but RA is tough because, like Funky Flip said, it can get flooded. So, my TJ Maxx, I go buy those 3 color block Polo Ralph Lauren shirts, and that might have been a really good idea at the time because I looked at recent comps and saw that they were selling for, say, $100. I could see that there's none listed at that given time. So that's good, right? I'm like, shoot, I'm the only person with these shirts. And that's still the case, I think, right now, by the way, on those shirts. I'm the only person, so I can command a high price. But what could happen is that another TJ Maxx gets a whole bunch of those, sells them. Some reseller goes in there, buys 15 of them. They put them on the market for $15 cheaper than me because maybe that TJ Maxx had them priced cheaper. So they have they get a lower buy cost, so they can then, undercut me on price. And then here I am, I'm sitting on these shirts that I'm priced $15 higher. And now that deflates the recent sales, like the comps, right? Because that person, I'm trying to sell it for 89 or 94. This person's selling it at 75. So now all the comps, when people are doing their research, they're seeing 75 now. So then somebody else buys another 10 and they're like, cool, I'm going to undercut that guy at 75. They got it at a lower buy cost than them. They got it in a yellow tag sale. So they come in and price at 65, right? And now those are the comps. And I'm sitting at 89 and my buy cost is at 40 something bucks, right? So now I'm kind of like out to lunch, and that can happen. And it does happen. And then you sort of got to just wait out those. You either got to discount your price and just move those items and say, cool, I basically made no profit on these. Or you got to wait out all those other people to sell those items and then be the one person left with those items. So it can be tricky. So I'm actually really happy that the first of those 3 polo shirts sold today, because now I have a proof of concept, and I now have a comp on Poshmark, right, for that item that actually sold for $89. So people will see that. So the next person who wants to come along and buy one, if they're smart enough to research sold comps on Poshmark, they'll see, oh, there's already a sales history for this. And actually, that reminds me, I'm going to make sure that item's still up on Poshmark. Thank you for reminding me about that. So I'm going to go back into Vendu. Make sure that, oh wait, never mind. The other 2 were different sizes, so they're still up. So that's good. Okay, never mind. Exactly the same. The race to the bottom with RA is real. Yes, the race to the bottom with RA is real. It's faster. It's way faster, and the range can go like a lot more. Because if something goes down by 20% and it's a $25 item, it goes down by 20%. Quick math here, it goes down by $5. So 25 to 20% off is now down to 20. Not a big deal if you're selling $5 shirts or $4 shirts that you found at the thrift store. But in an RA, if the price goes down by 20% and it's a $100 item, now it's down to 80, right? So now you got a pretty big swing right there, the percentage of a bigger number kind of thing going on. In RA, the percentages can get bigger. You're also competing with retail. So people can go onto a retail website and see that same item is actually 60% off of 125. So that Polo Ralph Lauren shirt that I'm selling for 89, which is a good deal because it's cheaper than retail, because retail's 124 and I'm at 89, or 125, I'm at 89. Cool. That's a good deal. But when retail online starts putting that for sale for 60% off, and you can buy it there for $50 online, I'm competing with them now. Who's going to pay $39 more to buy it from the guy with the beard than to buy it from an established retail store with a reputation and a return policy and all that stuff? I'm RA Chicken. There's nothing wrong with that. It takes a little bit more capital. I think it takes a little bit more experience. I think people should try RA, and you should try RA with items that you've already sold used. The used market and the new market are different. But if it's brands and like models that you're really familiar with, like say you're familiar with Peter Millar Summer Comfort, and you kind of know like the little intricacies, you've sold like 10 or 20 of those shirts over the years, you're like, cool, I kind of know what makes these shirts more valuable or less valuable. I've seen how fast they sell. I've seen what kind of offers I've had come in on the different platforms. I kind of know the nuance of Peter Millar Summer Comfort. That would be a great item for you then to look for when you're doing RA, because you kind of know that brand and that model pretty well. So you can apply some of that experience to the new retail arbitrage game from your used thrift store game. It's still going to be a little different. You're still going to have more learning to do because that market is different, but at least it'll be less learning, if that makes sense. Does Disney new tags tees sell well? I don't know. That's not something I don't really know a ton about Disney, so I don't choose to then, just like we're talking about, I would go do Peter Millar retail arbitrage, and I've actually done that a bunch in the past because I know Peter Millar, but I don't know really Disney. So for me to go and do Disney retail arbitrage would be a leap of faith. I probably wouldn't do it. Is there a way to search inventory by category on Hayes' spreadsheet? I think so. I don't do it that way. Well, yeah, it's all categorized by category. Let me see. So I can just go to categories. I think I never do this, but yeah, I can just go to, there's a whole page dedicated to, there's a tab dedicated to categories, and it tells me, men's shirt, 462 listed, 240 sold. Here's the total sales. Here's the average sale price of $33. Here's the total profit on those shirts. Average profit per unit is $16.35. I can do the same thing for men's jeans, 35 listed, 39 sold. Here's total sales. Average sale price, $29.65. Profit per unit, $13.69, right? So that's all just on this tab. I can go through. Same thing, blazers, shorts, women's shirts, women's pants, women's jeans, women's shoes, stereos, video games, mugs, kitchen, games, toys, collectibles, Christmas, media. I can look at all those different categories and see all those category metrics. I don't usually look at it. It's actually kind of interesting now that I'm looking at it. But yeah, so there you go. You don't search. You can actually just go to a tab and just look at all that stuff. No searching required. Although you could search. Control F is how you do a search. Boom, and I can type in whatever I want. I can type in jeans and I can see whatever. Yeah, there you go. The tab is called, do you have are you asking because you have the spreadsheet? The tab is called, it's called category. That's the tab on the bottom. Getting ready to go thrift. Eric is always out hustling. Respect that dude a ton. Cool. Yeah, tab is called platform. Can you use UPS labels with USPS? Yeah, so if you bought your UPS labels from, or if you got them for free from UPS, they're giving them to you for free to use for UPS shipping. Will they work if you print a USPS label on it? Yeah, sure. It's just a generic shipping label. You can put anything on it. But that's not really the deal. UPS isn't giving those to you for free so you can go use somebody else's shipping service, but that's a decision that you have to make. But they will. Can you? Yes. Are you? That's a question for yourself. I don't do that. I don't get the free labels from UPS. I just don't do enough shipping through UPS. It's like 4% of my sales go through UPS. So for me, I don't use the free UPS labels for the 96% of my shipping that it goes on USPS. But that's my decision. That's up to you. There's plenty of people that do it that way. Yeah, sending positive thrift vibes over to my boy Eric. He's heading out to the thrift. Test your product how you learn. Test. Don't be afraid. Yeah, don't make decisions based on fear. That's a good point. Always hesitant and nervous to do RA. I have. Yeah, it's going to be different. I don't know what your business bank account situation is, Southern Treasures, but I think the first thing is that if you're dropping $300 on retail arbitrage stuff, I would hope that you have that you don't need that $300 the next week for something, right? You should have some kind of cushion in your bank account before investing heavy in retail or online arbitrage. That's the way I see it. But you can go to TJ Maxx and pick up 2 or 3 things, and maybe you're spending $60 on those 2 or 3 things. That's fine. Like that kind of cherry pick retail arbitrage is a good way to try it. But if you're going to buy like 7 Tommy Bahama shirts at a buy cost of $40 a piece, that might be something you tiptoe into. But for me, I had already tiptoed into, I've done Tommy Bahama retail arbitrage in the past. I found like 2 shirts at a Marshall's back in Florida, and I paid up for them and I sold them fast for good money. So I've already did that tiptoe process. I did 2. So this last time when I saw 7 at TJ Maxx, I didn't hesitate because I'm like, the last time I picked these up, they sold really quickly. because they have good patterns, they're good sizes. They're going to go because I already have this experience, so I know I can do it again. So I tiptoed, and then boom, at my next opportunity, I struck. Yeah, being indecisive. Just work. Nobody goes from like being indecisive to decisive. There's not just like two different things, right? There's this like continuum of like decision making, right? And I would just encourage in business, like try to get the more, and it becomes easier, the more information you have about a topic, it's easier to be more decisive about it because there's less gray area and there's more light, there's more white, right? You can see it, there's light shining on it. So to me, the more you learn, um, it becomes easier to make these decisions. It's less of like a leap of faith. So you'll get more decisive by learning every day. And then you just got to get practice, just not spending time spinning your wheels on something, just go make decisions and then focus on making it right. So if you make a buy at TJ Maxx and you make a decisive decision, then it's like, well, a lot of people think like what you did there is the most important thing. Like when you're at the moment that you're making a decision, like that's the most important thing. And I think what you do after the decision is the right thing. So if you went and bought 7 Tommy Bahama shirts at a TJ Maxx, you spent $40 a piece. Yeah, you made a decision and that's important. But I think what's more important is what you do next. Are you going to go take good photos of those items? Are you going to price them high? Are you going to cross list them on multiple platforms? Or you got to stay patient and hold your ground on your price? And it's about what you do afterwards, right? Or are you going to liquidate when you realize that the market got flooded? Are you going to liquidate and get out of those items really quick, right? So it's not about, oftentimes what makes a decision right or wrong is not what has happened before the decision or right up to the decision point. It's what happens after you've made the decision to make that decision right. How are you going to execute moving forward? Everyone gets so hung up on the decision and what happened before it. I'm more concerned with what happened after the decision. Cool, I'm making this call. Now I got to go make it right. Can I get them for Amazon FBA? Totally makes sense. If that's, I'm guessing Amazon FBA goes UPS. I'm just not sure. I'm not familiar with that game. Or do you wait for a rebound? You could do that too. Yeah. Obviously, clothes are super, super, super seasonal. So sometimes I wait for a rebound. Right now, I have a puffy down vest, that's a winter item. It's a Polo Ralph Lauren puffy down vest, winter item. I'm going to have to wait maybe till September or October to sell that item for the rebound, as Eric says. And I'm comfortable with doing that. I have $40 sitting in the closet over there. That's okay. By the way, somebody could buy that tomorrow, even though it's a winter item. Someone could come and buy it tomorrow. I also ship internationally. Polo Ralph Lauren is a very well-known brand internationally. And I ship internationally on eBay, on Grailed, and on Depop. So I can have an international buyer come and scoop that up where it's winter. Southern hemisphere winter is just getting started, it's fall. So that's the other thing. But yeah, for that Polo Ralph Lauren, I'm totally comfortable waiting for the rebound. I already sold I think I bought 10 of them. So I sold 9 of them. So I got my money back and way more. I'm already in the profit. So I'm happy to wait for the rebound. Or I could liquidate it now. I could drop the price to $60 and it would probably sell right away, but I'm fine leaving that $40 on the shelf. I don't need that $40 for anything else right now. Do you often ship out of the country? Probably about 4 or 5% of the sales. My international sales have gone down over the last, I'd say even over the last 2 years, it's trended down. I'm glad I've inspired you to dabble in some clothing, Jorge. My pleasure. That's why I'm on here. And if you have questions, just pop back in. I do this live every morning on YouTube. It's 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, and that's every weekday. So I'll be back today's Friday. I'll be back on Monday. I'm happy to be sharing your journey and be a part of it and hear what you're doing. I did the same thing on some Tommy Hilfiger jackets that I got $50 a piece. They were 500 that I got for $50. They were 500 at the time. I'll wait for the rebound. There you go. Yeah, if you can get them even if you can get them out the door for 400, worth waiting out for a rebound. Wait, no cardio. No thrifting cardio today. No, I got to list some stuff. And actually, I should probably bolt here in a second and actually get some work done. I'd rather talk to y'all all day about y'all's businesses and stuff, but I got a business too. I got to pay some bills. Just sold a blank cassette tape for $15 yesterday. That's sick, Stuart. I love that. No cardio today. I did a lot of sourcing in the past. For me, it's a lot of sourcing. I know some of you do more sourcing than me. Eric does more sourcing than me. The guy's a hustler. I went garage selling Saturday. I went thrifting on Monday. I went thrifting on Tuesday. I went thrifting on Thursday. That's a lot for me. It's a lot of time outside of this office. So that's I got to sit down and get some stuff listed, and then we got a busy weekend. Friend's birthday potluck this afternoon, evening. Mother's Day brunch tomorrow with the family down in Winston-Salem. Then we gotta do a hike on our way back from visiting with family Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon. We'll do a hike too. So family time, friend time, hiking time. Good new inventory, a lot of new inventory, and I'll spin this here. Anything that's there is fresh inventory that's unlisted. So shoes on the bottom bin. You can't even see the bins. They're just so covered with stuff. Shoes in the bottom bin. Pants in the second bin, and then the third bin is clothes or shirts and tops, which are overflowing right now. So that's all fresh stuff. Nothing there is really, maybe a couple pieces, but nothing there is older than say 2 weeks in that pile. So it's not a death pile. It's just fresh inventory. It's not death yet. Nope, not death yet. Sparkly, get out of here with that. Death pile is old stuff that hasn't listed. That's all fresh stuff that I've picked up. So that's in the system. It's being processed. I enjoyed your latest TikTok garage sale Patagonians, the Pandagonians video. Yeah, that was fun. Thank you for the compliment. I had fun making that one. Chris, clean my shoes. Not happening. I'm not even going to clean my own shoes. Always death pile. Nope, not in my place. Sparkly, you got a death pile. That's fine. I respect it. I don't do the death pile. I get it listed pretty quickly. I don't have stuff sit around. I've had death piles in the past. I just don't like doing it. I don't like looking over and seeing a whole bunch of money. So I'm just going to sit down and get that stuff. Yep, I do, Steph, for sure. Do you pick up Keen shoes? I do. I like Keens. I have bags and bags of shoes. Oh my gosh. Let's sit down and list that stuff. Why? Eric's going out to the thrift store today. He's got money sitting at the house. List the money, dude. Don't go spend more money. List the money. Make money. You do what you want, but I'm just saying, man. Get that money. Sit down and get some stuff done. Who was it that talks about it a lot? Somebody was on the live the other day. Oh, Thrifting Treasures Randy was doing a live on Facebook the other day, and I appreciate the language that he shared. And I'm not perfect with this stuff either, but I'm just judging you because I can, and just having fun. But Randy said, he's like, hey, look, I'm here late tonight. I'm shipping out orders. I really don't want to be tonight. But he's like, I got to do it. I just got to get this stuff done. And he's like, he's like, I'm not motivated to do it. He's like, it's responsibility, not, or no, he says it's, what the hell was the word? Not responsibility, but he's like, it's not motivation. It's just like the responsibility. Like, I'm just doing what I have to do. He's like, I'm not searching deep for motivation. It's just like being committed to doing the thing that I said that I'm going to do. And I just got to do it. It's just like that's not the word he used, responsibility, but I like that. It's my responsibility. So to me, David, it's your responsibility to get those shoes listed, even though you don't want to, and you might not have the motivation to do it. You have a responsibility to do it. Go do it. And that's just me, you do what you want, but that's just me challenging you and everybody else. You know what you got to do. Go do it. And that's when you own your own business. There's some things that you don't want to do all the time. And you just got to go do them. And it's not, don't dig deep for motivation. Dig deep for, this is what I got to do. And I have to do it. It's my responsibility. It's like waking up early. I don't like waking up early and going to garage sales and stuff like that. But it's like, I got to do this. This is my business, I got to do my taxes. I got to stay organized with my spreadsheet. I got to have my numbers. I got to keep my receipts. I got to keep my buy costs. I got to know that stuff. I have to. I don't want to do taxes, but I have to do it. And if I love my business, I will do those things that I don't like doing that I have to do. That's what love is. And that's what passion is doing things that you don't freaking want to do because you care about your business. You love your business. Yeah, the motivation to do things that you don't want to do is never going to come. If you're waiting for motivation, you're just still going to be waiting. You're going to be waiting for a bus. It's like sitting there waiting for a bus that ain't coming. If you're waiting for motivation to do taxes, to clean shoes and all that stuff, you're waiting for the wrong thing. The bus ain't coming. What you got to do is get in your own damn car. Your car is responsibility. The bus is motivation. It's gonna come. It's passive. It's something that's gonna wave a wave that's gonna hit you. That's passive thinking. You got to get in your own car of freaking responsibility and do the stuff you don't want to do. And I'm speaking to myself when I say this stuff too. I got to get some stuff listed. The motivation ain't going to come. That bus is not coming. You could stand there all you want. You're not even at a bus stop. There's no sign behind you. There's no bus schedule. It's not coming. It's not. Yes, if you love your business, you will do those things. If you love being an entrepreneur, if you love not going to work and going to meetings, team meetings, staff meetings, one-on-one meetings with your boss, all hands meetings, all those meetings. If you love what you do and don't want to go do all that other stuff, then you will find the responsibility, which is getting in your own damn car and taking command of your business and doing the stuff that sucks instead of sitting there and waiting for the wave of motivation. The motivation bus ain't coming. It ain't coming. You might hear it in the distance, but that ain't a bus. That's your stomach growling. Discipline. That's the word. Discipline. Yep. That's what I was looking for. And that's what Randy from Thrifting Treasure's done. He's like, discipline is more valuable in a business than is motivation. And that's what DD's saying right there. It's like in basketball, they say that defense is the thing that's consistent that wins games. Like shooting comes and goes. You're going to have hot shooting nights and you're going to have cold shooting nights, especially in modern basketball. It's a lot of 3-pointers. You're going to have hot days and you're going to have cold days. But the one thing that can stay consistent is your defense, your hustle on defense, your commitment to your defensive scheme. Like you're following the game plan, like that defensive discipline is the thing that doesn't go up and down as much from game to game. It's the shooting that will come and go. And I think the same thing as your business. The motivation will come and go. The discipline is going to be the bed. Like that's going to be the constant. What is the program you use again? Laura, what's the program for what? I'm sorry. I use a software for some different things. Consistency is king. Yeah. Maybe not even, yes, consistency, but I think like even when you're inconsistent about the things you don't like doing, I don't consistently clean shoes, right? But the discipline to do it when I build up a pile of 6 or 8 shoes, because I do stuff in batches, right? So for me, it's like, cool, I'm at 6 or 8 now. Now it's time to go and do that and clean out that bin again and get back to the other thing. So I think there's something to be said for consistency, but I think and we might be saying the same thing. I think the responsibility is just like, cool, it has to be done. I'm going to go do it right now. I'm motivated to give you $1 a shoe. Oh man. Do you keep track of everything? I use a spreadsheet. It's linked up in my profile. So what I keep track of, like all my costs, where I pick things up, my cost of goods, my average margin, my average sale price, my monthly sales, my daily sales, all that stuff is in the spreadsheet here from Jason Hayes. It's linked up in my profile. If you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook, you can go to chris@peak.com, or I think the link is down below. I think that's how it works. But TikTok, you just click on my name, go to my website, you'll see the reseller spreadsheet. There's a discount code in there, by the way, too, for my followers and my viewers. It's thanks Chris10, but you'll see that if you go to the link. But check it out. Don't take my word for it. Go to the listing, click on the link. There's YouTube videos of Jason talking through what the spreadsheet has, what it doesn't have, so you can decide if that's the right fit for your business. It is the right fit for my business. I really like the spreadsheet, but you go make a good decision for yourself. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. For Jesty is in the house. Good to have you. Thanks for the heart gifts, and thanks for the rose too. That's super kind of you. Consistency is list X number of items a day, keeping your spreadsheet updated. Yep, absolutely. Or there could be other ways. Consistency can be by the week too. So I don't list every single day. So having an X number of days doesn't fit my model. But yeah, finding what is consistency like for you? What are those things that like every day or every week that you're going to commit to it? I think is cool. Because I know myself, I only pick up shoes that are truly good buys, no borderline. I'm with you, Evelyn. because I know that I don't have motivation to clean shoes, that I have to rely on responsibility to clean shoes. I therefore don't pick them up unless they're going to be a really good buy. And if they're really, really dirty, I don't do that either, because I just know myself from years of doing this that those shoes are going to, sit for a little while, especially if they're particularly dirty. So you got to make, smart decisions. We all have like strengths and weaknesses, and that's cool. And it's about building your business around maximizing your strengths and minimizing your weaknesses, right? Wishing you a great weekend too, Abby. Appreciate you hanging out as always. Spend the afternoon with a daughter and grandbabies. That'll be fun. I hope you have some great family time. That's cool. I list every day and pack every day. I love it. There you go. And that's what's cool about building your own business. You can do it your way. But once you decide on a way, keep doing that way, right? Find some rhythm and routine. Dig into that responsibility. Don't wait for the bus of motivation. It ain't coming. That bus ain't running. You ain't even at a bus stop. I used to wash all the clothes before listing, and that quickly died. Yeah. Smart move, Stuart. You're learning every day. I love it. Thank you for sharing the live, Abby. Kind of you. I'm gonna head out here in a second now too. I gotta get. Speaking of all that stuff, I'd rather talk to you all day, but I got some stuff I gotta do too. I gotta sell stuff too. No, they're not bad. I just want the shoes look the best. Yeah. Yep. I'm with you, Eric. I know your style. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out a little bit. Happy Friday to everybody. Have a great weekend. Let's do this again on Monday morning. I'll be not live on 9:30 on TikTok and 10 o'clock over on Facebook and YouTube. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Wishing you a great weekend. If you're out hustling, garage sales, estate sales, thrift stores, whatever you're doing, I hope you find some really cool stuff. I hope you're curious. I hope you look some things up that you're not really sure about and you find some gold. And of course, as always, I hope you have some great sales. And maybe you kick up your feet this weekend a little bit. Take some time for yourself. You deserve it. You did great this week. You deserve a little downtime or a little something fun. Enjoy whatever it is you choose to do. We'll see you on Monday. Peace.